My desk has evolved dramatically over the years. Every item was carefully chosen as I ran into problems with my productivity. One by one, my focus problems disappeared until I finally achieved my dream desk. The only problem that remains is my laziness. So I'm gonna show you what's in my setup and explain how it helps me stay organized, focused, and creative. In med school, I got so used to standing around, hugging walls, and being useless that I decided to get this standing desk by Autonomous. It has presets so I can quickly go from severe scoliosis mode to squats with the push of a button. And in the ergonomical sense, sitting for long hours causes spinal compression. It can lead to back pain. And I hate back pain, you know? I'm old now. Plus, alternating between sitting and standing helps me refocus in between study sessions. My chair is also by Autonomous. It's the Ergo Chair Pro. Oh, geez, what is this? Ew. Honestly, I got it because I thought all Autonomous stuff was part of a smart ecosystem and they'd have an app or some way to talk to each other, like everything does nowadays, but it ended up not being a smart chair. Still super comfy though, so no complaints. But speaking of ergonomics, let's talk about my monitor now. It's a Samsung monitor that I got from Costco on Black Friday sale a few years ago. This one, the name's right here, it's way too long. They have to do something about that. But it was such a good deal that I had to buy two, so Mike could have one also. But I didn't like how low it was, so I bought a monitor arm by Juan Nuo, which actually ended up being more expensive than the monitor. So that sucked. But now I can do this, you know? That. I don't like looking down because it hurts my neck. I'd rather look up to my idols and my bright future. The monitor itself is pretty sweet. It's wide, but it's not ultra wide. Like, it's wide enough to put two side-by-side screens that are both full size, I think. So it's like an iPad and a half. So like 1.5 iPads, 15 inches. That's definitely full size. If it was like 2004. When I use it as just one big ass mega screen, I get so much real estate. It's great for editing videos or for music production so I can see the whole timeline. Plus, when I have my laptop open next door, I can have even more study space. And then I can also play music videos or study with me videos so I don't get lonely. And to fully pimp it out, I have this screen bar that sits on top of the monitor and it lights up my whole desk without any glare. Because in this room, the Astro Lobby, there's this super disgusting, annoying light that's on the ceiling. It looks like a wart and it makes me feel like I'm working in a dungeon or an evil lair or something. So I'd rather use this screen bar, which has multiple light color modes that you can adjust in brightness. It creates a way better vibe. So everything is being powered by my MacBook Pro. It's the 13-inch 2021 model. This is the most expensive item in my setup, over $2,000 because I balled out and got the higher processor. But it's definitely the biggest productivity boost too. It's fast, it's efficient, and everything is synced up with the rest of my gear because I'm an Apple fanboy. So I don't waste time converting files or transferring stuff. I can just focus, you know, it's awesome. And MacBooks aren't compatible with most video games. You know, having this big ass screen, my first instinct as a guy is to play video games or watch porn. But since I can't even play video games on my Mac, I just work. My MacBook is also ergonomically lifted by this laptop stand. One of my favorite investments actually, because it creates this nice pocket of room where I can put my phone, my keys, books that I pretend to read, and my eczema lotion. It also has these useful holes where I can run cables through so they don't bunch up all over the place and create chaos. But on the topic of cable chaos, let's bring our attention over here to my charging station and the amazing sponsor of today's video, Anker. With the launch of their new GaNPrime series, they've created chargers that are smarter and more energy efficient. My workspace is powered by the ultra compact and portable GaNPrime 747 charger. It can output 150 watts, and it has 4 ports, 1 USB-A and 3 USB-Cs. And what I really love is how quickly everything charges. All of my devices in any combination all at once. And that's all thanks to Anker's upgraded Power IQ technology, which monitors real-time power requirements of all the devices and distributes energy efficiently and eco-friendly. I seriously cannot explain how convenient it's been just to have this one tiny portable charging brick for all of my devices. I used to have to deal with just having all of these charging bricks in my backpack, piling up and causing back pain and stuff, but having this is great. It makes the outlet struggle so much better, especially if I'm at a coffee shop and there's only like one outlet in the corner and everyone's rushing towards it. Each charger you buy also comes with one of these cool rubber grippy stabilizers that holds the charger in place for those sketchy outlets, you know, especially the ones that your brother installs. You know, you'd think something this small, packing that much juice would overheat quickly, but with the new inner locking design, it's actually cooler than ever. Active Shield technology is constantly monitoring the temperature and adjusting the power over 3 million times per day. So if you're looking for convenience and speed while also saving the planet, like me, then go check out the new Anker GaNPrime charging lineup. Links in the description below, it's absolutely worth it. But even though all of my stuff has cables, my favorite part about this whole setup is that everything can be connected by just this one USB cable from my laptop. And you might ask, how is that possible? Well, I needed more ports to connect all my gear, and it really sucked having to unplug, replug, and keep track of everything. That used to ruin my focus. So my solution was to get this docking hub. Absolute game changer. It's a hub that connects HDMI to my monitor and gives my Mac all these USBs and USB-C ports. Really useful because all my gear is really old and Apple got rid of the OG ports. So everything on my desk is plugged into the hub. My keyboard's squared. Another thing I love about the hub, I should probably stop calling it that, is that I plugged a charging brick into it so that the cable also charges my MacBook when it's plugged in. The only thing I don't like about it is how it looks. But that's why I have it hidden underneath my desk, along with all my ex-girlfriend's stuff and some hardcore cable management. For cable management, these Velcro cable ties are amazing. I put them on all my cables, and then I hoard them all in a box like every dude has somewhere in their house. My keyboard is a GaNPrime Pro by Glorious. It's super heavy, and definitely not worth it for Mac users since it doesn't have dedicated software yet. But my cousin built it for me back when I had a PC. What it can do though is light up on the sides, which is pretty sweet. And it's just so satisfying to type on. ASMR. But the real reason that I spent over $300 for this keyboard is for this one thing, a volume and mute knob. Because that saves me the hassle of having to reach all the way over here to my MacBook to quack, quack, quack the volume. Yeah, my other keyboard, the Akai MPK Mini, is my other content machine. It's portable, it's lightweight, it's got knobs, and I like to always have an 80s style synth loaded on at all times so I can just throw down, you know? I never realized how important it was to have stuff you actually enjoy using. Like having these two keyboards just sitting on my desk every time I get there just makes me want to create content or start studying, you know, so I can just play around with them. Don't worry guys, I'll be right back. Just gotta do this thing. My mouse is a Logitech MX Master 3. Love it. The shape is perfect for my hand. Fits snug like a condom. It has lots of customizable buttons. And my favorite thing is that you can switch between regular scroll mode and infinity scroll. Sick. My headphones are the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros. I have huge ears, always have, even since I was a baby. So these were like the only headphones that actually fully covered my ears and were comfortable. They have great frequency range for music production, and they're just chilling on this headphone stand I got from Amazon. And of course, can't forget the trusty old AirPod Pros. You'll notice I don't have any actual speakers on my desk, and that's because I usually sit next to Mike. He'd be like right over there, right over here. I think Mike would sit like this, probably like this. He's on vacation right now, but I figured it would be annoying to listen to music that's playing away from you, you know? So instead, I got this Bluetooth speaker and I put it up there so we both have music playing from the wrong direction. So it sucks for both of us. You'll also notice that unlike 99% of productivity YouTube, I still like to use wired gear. I've been traumatized in the past for using Bluetooth stuff or wireless stuff, and I get latency and audio crackles. I don't even try anymore. I prefer a trusty cable so that if anything goes wrong, I know it's on me for downloading, you know, illegal. The obligatory fake plant. Love it. It's really, really easy to take care of, and it's helping me prepare for parenthood. I also have this Gengar, which helps me focus. Every time I see it, it reminds me of all the people I've ever ghosted. I'm just kidding. I'm usually the one that gets ghosted. But I find it helpful to have environmental cues in my workspace that remind me to stay focused. So anytime I'm daydreaming or doom scrolling, I'll catch Gengar out of the corner of my eye and he'll remind me to get my act together. I also keep a clean light air purifier on my desk just for the vibes and to clear the air of all the BS that comes out of my mouth. So next is this grippy desk mat. I wanted to find the exact same color as the desk because I wanted it to blend in like a chameleon. So I spent 20 minutes or so on Canva to find the perfect color match. But it turns out that Amazon only had one green color, which to my surprise was actually pretty close to the same color. So that was sick. And the last part of this setup, and one of the coolest parts, is that Mike and I pushed our desks together at the ends here, and we created this little collaborative focus space. So what we do is we leave our iPads and pencils on this iPad holder, and we'll slide over whenever we need to do like a hardcore brainstorming session for content or research or study or whatever. But it's really nice to each have our own setup, and also this collaborative area where either one of us can just flip our almost ultra wide monitors like this and just share and keep the grind going. So that's everything on my desk right now. That's how it's evolved over the last like 10 years. I kept acquiring one more little thing here and there until all my problems with focus and productivity were essentially solved. If y'all want any feedback or want to flaunt your own study spaces, definitely join our Discord community. I'll leave a link in the description below. And for a limited time, Mike and I will also be personally critiquing your focus sessions, just for fun. A lot of rookies have already posted pictures of their study spaces in the focus gallery, so you can be the next one.